getting this show on the road again. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. Welcome and good morning to the Friday Morning Commute. This is your host, Rovin Doug. Thank everyone for joining. Garfy, I see you joined in. Thank you. Alright, so first off, I just want to say that this has been an off week for me. I usually have like 2 or 3 scopes that I do throughout the week. One on Wednesday for Armsday, and then one on Friday, or today, for my formal Friday. Good morning, Garfy. So, it's kind of going to be a very info-heavy Friday morning commute. So let's go ahead and get started. If you found Xur this week, then you know what he's got. If you haven't found Xur yet, let me tell you what he's going to have. So, for Titans, he's going to have the Immolation Fists. For Hunters, he'll have the Radiant Dance Machines. For Warlocks, he'll have the Stag. He'll also have everyone's favorite auto rifle, the Xur Regime. And then, if you need Year 1 special weapon exotics, Xur has the Legacy special weapon exotic engram. But always remember, these Legacy engrams are only for Year 1 guns. So, do not pick it up if you don't need it. You'll just get an engram full of salt. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and switch over to the Armsday weapons, which most people have already done. However, if you haven't picked up the Armsday, they're actually a pretty easy bunch, minus the hand cannon. So this week we have a Haka Test A hand cannon for crucible kills. We have a Haka Test A pulse rifle for precision damage. We have a Xur's TSP-10 pulse rifle for Vex targets. We have a Xur's TSP-10 pulse rifle for Hive targets. And we have the Amalon Test RR1 sniper rifle for Fallen Captains. So, this sniper rifle is actually one of my favorites. I like going on Venus and going to the Ishtar Cliffs, finding my fun little sniper spot that I can see the second Fallen dropship drop. Wait for it to come in, pop the captain, kill the ads, rinse and repeat. So that'll be a good place also to do the Vex pulse rifle. Then the Hive pulse rifle, probably do the Dying Light mission on the moon. Awaken the Hive and have at it. Then the precision damage is anywhere, and the hand cannon, well, let's just hope you enjoy a little bit of crucible action with that hand cannon. It has a high impact, it looks like, so as long as you can get those headshots, you should be doing just fine. Now, let's look over at the Bungie weekly update, and they've renamed it. It's now, I believe, a week from Bungie, or the week in Bungie, or some derivative thereof. I only quickly skimmed it this morning. I like the new name. It makes sense, especially with the it being a weekly update. So it's nice to see a little bit of that change. Now, as for the content inside our weekly update, man, is there a lot of information. So, we had a patch go out yesterday, preparing the Destiny servers for Crimson Doubles, which drops on the 9th, which is this upcoming Tuesday. With that brings most of the 3v3 playlists into the new matchmaking algorithm. It also, I believe, if I read correctly, has started something where if you've got really good internet connection, you're going to notice it. If you have really bad internet connection, then your Crucible experience is not going to be as enjoyable, which should incentivize players to fix their internet connection, make it to the point where they need it to play, and should, I would think, actually penalize lag switchers more. It was also interesting to read that the red bar is just an indicator of how well that player is connecting with all the players in the game. And it's not really a connection to the server. So, if we had centralized servers for PvP, it might make things easier, but I think we'd still see some people have a red bar because they would get connected to a server that's halfway across the world from them. And to be honest, I don't know if there's much that can be done by the players when we have such a global community for the internet connection and PvP action. This almost falls back on the internet service providers to make sure that their infrastructure is up to par for the increased demands of the modern internet user. Now, whether or not this actually matters to them at all, it probably doesn't. But we can hope. We can dream. Iron Banner, from the looks of it, was quite enjoyable for some people. I, as always, didn't get much of a chance to play Iron Banner. However, I did watch quite a bit of it, and depending on the teams, you could have times where running with blueberries was actually, you guys did pretty well. And then there was times when you met up with a full team or a fire team composed of a team of 3 and 3 blueberries, and it was still more weighted towards people who went in with teams, but I don't think it was weighted to the point where people who solo queued were automatically disqualified. Yeah, Garfy puts it quite nicely. Infuriating, but ultimately worth it. The gear looked like it was pretty good. I've just never been able to get Iron Banner gear because I've never played Iron Banner. So, with that being said, hopefully within the near future I can get in on some Iron Banner action. However, I am not... Okay, fine. I slow down so you can get on, and they don't get on. Yay for on-ramps, right? In any case, who's excited about Crimson Double? So that's coming up. February 9th, runs the entire week. Exactly, Garfy. Stupid other drivers. If you don't remember, Crimson Doubles is going to be a 2v2 Crucible type, where the teammate of yours gets a buff when you're killed. So, in my opinion, this is going to come down to, can one super enhanced being destroy another super enhanced being, both being buffed? And unless they're able to get a good, like, rocket kill right off this, or once the their teammate falls, you know, go get heavy, the other team's in a group, bye-bye team. Which could happen. I don't see this, I see this being very, very sweaty. I don't like to use that word, but I think it's going to be sweaty. But I think it's also going to be enjoyable in the sense that it's going to allow players to experience a little bit of a different game style than the 3v3 or, you know, solo queue. What is this single one? Rumble? Yeah, you can tell how much I... So, hopefully we will see people actually using real weapons and not, you know, here ones like Thorn. Though, I don't remember seeing them mentioning the if it's going to be normal Crucible variant or if it'll be light level based. So I'm going to presume it's probably normal Crucible variant in the sense that it's the archetype of your weapon that matters, not the light level. Which, okay, and I'm gonna tangent here. I tangent quite a bit. We have a year 1 weapon category. We have a year 2 weapon category. Okay, so it's normal light levels, yeah. Ooh, I wonder. Okay, I'm gonna mention something else after I mention this. So, we have year 1 weapons, we have year 2 weapons. I understand why you would still allow year 1 weapons in Crucible, because there are going to be players who do not have access to some year 2 content and are still playing vanilla Destiny without the Taken King. Okay, I'm okay with that. But if that's the case, whenever we dropped the patch, or the patch from Bungie dropped back in September, wasn't it, and I don't know because I have the Taken King, I don't know, but in my mind it should be feasible to allow those players to get weapons of the higher light level, just none that are Taken King quality, if that makes sense. So you would still, in my mind, of course, this is my mind, this isn't Bungie, give players the ability to get a 290, 300 pulse rifle that's just a vanilla flavor. If you were to do that, then you could exclude weapons, certain weapons, from Crucible. And you could actually place a check on the Crucible screen that before you go in it says, oh, sorry, someone in your fire team has a ineligible weapon equipped. Now, the reason they probably don't do this is because of the way that their matchmaking is built. It already kind of normalizes the weapons to a certain point where both year 1 and year 2 players are equivalent. So this means that weapons like the Thorn, which has its DOT, and the Fellwinter's Lie, which has its insane range, are going to be prevalent in this Crimson Days. But in theory, you should be able to do that. And yes, it might punish those who haven't been able to upgrade yet, but I would rather punish year 1 laggers than allow the use of year 1 weapons where they're not quite needed, if that makes sense. But I'm crazy like that. I had another tangent I was going to say, but I forgot what my second tangent was. Yeah, I'm a lot of tangents. I get on a tangent sometimes, I never get off. Anyways, I'm here at the office, so I want to just thank you guys for stopping in on the Friday morning commute. It was awesome to have you here, Garfy. It was a lot of fun. Feel free to come back and enjoy. If you want, you can check out my history of these videos on YouTube, which is where this one will be going here shortly. You should be able to find me on YouTube on Rovin Doug. Anyone else who's watching, feel free to also follow me on Periscope. You should be able to click on my name and hit follow if you want to see more. You can also follow me on Twitter, same username, at Rovin Doug. And then I also stream video games from time to time, as does Garfy83. So if you want to check that out, go to twitch.tv/Rovindug and click my little heart and say follow, and that will give you a notification when I go live. Hopefully, if you select that correctly. And then I also have a tweet notification when I go live. So once again, thank you for stopping by on my Friday morning commute. It's been a blast. It's also Formal Friday. Looking dapper. So, hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. Hope you guys enjoy the attempts that Bungie is making towards making a more stable matchmaking experience. And I will enjoy my day at work, Garfy. It's always possible, as long as code behaves. So, I'm signing out. I will see you, Starside Guardians. Bye.